Tonight on 60 Minutes, over 10 Cornell students suddenly fall ill at the same time and spend 24 hours befriending their toilets. Watch as we interview these 3 victims to investigate how this outbreak of illness unfolded and why. Our first subject wakes up early in the morning on March 8th and feels that something is definitely wrong.
I was puking my guts out and crying for Mommy.
Little does our subject know that she's not the only one.
2:30. I woke up at 2:30 and made it to the pot just on time. My beautiful Chipotle burrito. 7:25 with guacamole, all gone in seconds.
I thought perhaps I was being visited by the revenge fairy in watery bowel form. Several pieces of clothing were ruined that night.
These victims, plus many others, suffered the same fate on that early March morning. They not only endured similar symptoms, including vomiting, diarrhea, extreme nausea, and exhaustion, but their cases also began and ended within 6 hours of each other. Additionally, all affected individuals knew each other to some degree. So we ask the question, could these cases be related?
Probably a stomach bug. Or my dinner didn't agree with me. I wasn't really sure.
Food poisoning. I'm 100% sure. Because Chipotle's been having a lot of that lately. But I'd still puke for a burrito.
Here at 60 Minutes, our investigative crew isn't so easily convinced. We discovered a potential common origin in all the cases, that is, attendance at Calvary Chapel, Ithaca on Sunday, a day and a half before the outbreak struck. A young woman also attended who had just recovered from what she assumed was food poisoning. Could she have transmitted a virus to our subjects? The 60 Minutes crew hypothesizes an outbreak of norovirus. We turn to Dr. Riccelli for help on how to confirm this theory.
In order for us to determine whether or not this is an outbreak of norovirus, we must answer 6 questions. The first question is, what is the infection? We will do so by conducting lab tests on reported victims to confirm that the targeted disease is present in their cases. The second question is this a true outbreak? We will determine this by deciding whether or not the cases exceed the expected number in the area. And what are the details of each case? We will investigate the location and time of the occurrences of the outbreak. How can we analyze this obtained data? We will do so in terms of the person, place, and time by creating spatial maps and determine the population that is at risk regarding the disease. How can we explain how the outbreak occurred? We will do so by generating a hypothesis for exposure sources and the modes of transmission. Finally, how can we control and prevent this disease? In order to minimize exposure, we must develop vaccinations, determine whether or not isolation is necessary, and also implement and provide education and prevention information for the public.
Based on steps 3 to 5 of our outbreak investigation, the 60 Minutes crew concludes that an outbreak of pathogenic, contagious illness did occur in early March at Cornell University. Future work includes confirming the pathogen, which may or may not be norovirus, and preventing spread of the disease via control measures. This is 60 Minutes, and thank you for listening.